Thanks for joining us for Courtside with Coach Adam Coleman, head coach for Sulphur Boys basketball team. I'm Caden Jornett. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
It's great to be here with you, Caden.
The team played the two biggest rivals this week. How did the team do Monday night against Barbe in the first game?
We did great. Like you said, the biggest rival, this is probably one of the biggest rivals in high school basketball and high school athletics in general. And so these are really fun games to be a part of. Our guys were looking forward to this week. And this game in particular did not disappoint. Just like our football game earlier this year, this was a very entertaining game for our community and our fans. And let's get straight to some highlights here, Caden. Early in the first half, we ended up getting a couple of little sets right here. This backdoor set from Zachary Bates to Zay for a score to kind of get us going. And we didn't do a great job early on. I think there was a lot of emotion. Guys are wanting to do a lot of things early in this game, and we didn't get quite in a rhythm or a groove offensively to start the game. But one of the things that we did do in the first half is our second wave, this group that's in right now, came in and gave some unbelievable minutes and needed rest for our varsity guys. This is a particular action that we practice and shoot every single day. This looks fairly simple, but a little penetration, draw the help defense here, number 3 from Barbe, and then a kick out, what we call our natural pitch shot. And this is a rhythm instinctive shot from Quindale Ashworth. Was a big shot for us, big play in that game. They actually closed the gap on the lead that Barbe had on us. And then our guys come back in with fresh legs, and you can see Ian Malone attacking the lane, drawing defense again, and pitching to an open shooter. Cole Navarre right here, that is his money spot. When he gets 15 feet and in, we feel like that's an automatic score for him. Here you see Xavier Trent doing what he does very well, turns defense into offense for us there. It was a great energy guy for us in this game. Does a great job finding an inside-out pass here. It's a big three, and if you'll see that, notice that in this game, there's no high school three-point line. We're playing at the Legacy Center. So this is a deep three. Zach Bates is behind the college three-point line here, and just an absolutely needed shot for us. Big play for us right there. You can see the energy coming from the bench again. And as we're getting down the stretch here, Zachary hits another shot here from the three-point line for us. We closed the gap on a lead. Like I said, great poise at halftime. In particular, Ian Malone did a great job of leading the troops here at halftime and getting some adjustments made. And so it's fitting that he hits this shot right here in overtime to get us started in overtime and allowed us to control. Now, once we got there, there was some wild things that happened throughout overtime. Came down to the wire. It was just an unbelievable game. But one of the things I want to point out here is Zay is at the free throw line. His freshman year, Xavier missed a free throw in a tournament championship game. And I told him at that time that he's going to remember that. He's going to be in that situation a lot more times throughout his career, and you can see that he stepped up to the challenge there, has improved tremendously. Dwayne Deldridge knocking down free throws, Cole Navarre here knocking down free throws, and then down the stretch of the game, this is Ian Malone. This is a tie ball game with 0.4 seconds on the clock, and Ian Malone knocks down the first free throw that pretty much secures the win for us right here, and then goes ahead and puts just one more on the board for us to give us a 52-50 lead, like I said, with 0.4 seconds. And then you can see the celebration that ensues once the buzzer goes off. Great experience for our guys, just a great moment. We had asked them the night before to envision what is it going to look like when that buzzer goes off and you've beaten Barbe. And one of our guys said something to the effect about, Coach, we're going to dogpile on the court. And so just a really neat moment for us to actually see that come to fruition. It didn't happen without a lot of hard work, a lot of great preparation from our team. And so, like I said, just a great moment for those guys, really exciting. Happy for our school. That's a great win for us. Anytime you can go beat Barbe, that's a great night.
After such a big win, how did the team remain focused to get ready for the next game versus Sam Houston? How did y'all do?
Yeah, that's a great question, Caden. One of the fears after playing a high emotion game like that, getting a big win like that, is you don't want to let down. You don't want to have a letdown. And so we guarded against that. And again, our guys, have a very mature, senior-led team. And they did a great job on Tuesday coming back to work and being focused on the next game. They celebrated Monday night, enjoyed the win that night, but when Tuesday morning rolled around, it was time to go to work again. And they came in there. We had a very quick, brief practice those 2 days that allowed us to get ready for Sam Houston while allowing their bodies to recover from such a big game on Monday night. And so what we see here in these highlights is the first set of highlights here is just our team defense. We were able to hold, Caden, you asked how we did against Sam Houston. We were able to hold Sam Houston to a total of 10 points in the entire first half, which is just a tremendous effort. Sam Houston is a very talented team, a very good team. They're a playoff 5A team. And for us to hold the guys of their caliber to such a low point total is something that we need to recognize. And so we'll take a look at a few of these highlights. We've got Ian Malone highlighted here on ball defense. And the reason we have him highlighted here is because I want you to notice what he does here. When the ball moves, he jumps into the gap. So originally, the help man is Zachary Bates. Zachary is responsible for protecting the rim here, but as their two players exchange, it's good offensive action by Sam Houston, good design. As these two players exchange, now Ian Malone becomes the guy that's responsible for protecting the rim. Number 3 for Sam Houston, we knew going into this game, is a great penetrator, and he does a good job getting by our first line of defense, and Ian Malone is there to have our back. That's one of the things that we talk a lot about, is having your teammates back. And so even though we gave up penetration there, Ian Malone was able to come up with a big play for us. He raced 2 points off the board for Sam Houston, picked up a foul on, again, probably their best player, and just a big momentum play for us. These next couple of sets that you'll see is an opportunity for us to show and highlight the preparation that these guys did. This is a set play that Sam Houston runs, a little down screen action. They're going to hit the elbow here for a backdoor play, similar to what we do. And our guys had this scouted out. They prepared for it. They knew when they heard that set play, they knew what was coming. And so very crafty here of Zay to read and let that pass happen. Again, turning defense into offense, which he typically does for us. And so the next couple of highlights you'll see, Caden, is just, again, us having each other's back there, limit them to one shot. We did a great job of rebounding, and then Cole Navarre doing what he does best. He does a great job of getting out, running the floor, and creating easy buckets for us. And so you'll see that's a theme throughout each game. He does a great job of running the floor hard for us, just a great competitor. Again, rebound, we outlet, throw to Cole, getting up ahead of the floor. They do a good job of cutting him off, but what I want to point out here is the intensity and urgency that our guys go to their boards with there. One of the things you'll see is when Cole doesn't come up with this play right here, how intense Ian is and going and getting it. Cole actually brings his chest to the ball, comes up with an extra possession for us. And we were in need of these extra possessions throughout the game. We don't expect our guys to be perfect. We're not going to shoot 100% from the floor. That was great shot selection, and you see us again come up with another offensive possession. We feel like if we get enough possessions and we take enough good shots, that eventually our field goal percentage is going to take over, and we're going to get enough scores to go win the game with how we've been defending. And so a couple more clips here of us defensively and rebounding. I think this is an excellent job. This is something we really focus in on in practice. We've got Cole Navarre highlighted here. He's going against a great rebounder for Sam Houston. He does a good job making contact and then keeping his feet moving to circle that guy off and make sure that he's not able to come up with a rebound, allows Xavier to come in and pursue the defensive rebound, and gives us that one shot only for Sam Houston, which is why we were able to hold them to such a low point total. We were fortunate. You can see here in this highlight, Zachary Bates shot the ball very well in the first half. They came out, Sam Houston, hit a couple of deep shots. We returned the favor. It was a 6-6 game after the first two shots of the game for Sam Houston, first two shots for us. As you see, Zachary Bates hitting the second three there. And so we were able to stay tight with them there in the first half. And then the second half, Ian Malone just got going here offensively. Xavier Trent did a good job of getting going offensively as well in the second half. And so our offensive rhythm, which we knew, offense usually comes last. We knew our offense eventually would take over and we would get some good shots. You see Xavier hits a big shot, big moment of the game. Love our student section over here getting excited. We want to create that atmosphere. We want to even grow that student section even more. We feel like we play a fun brand of basketball, something that they can get behind. We want them to come out and enjoy those games on Tuesday and Friday nights, and they're going to be needed. They're going to be a big part of what we do and the success that we have in our district run that we're going to make. This game here, this win, puts us at win number 19 on the season, and we're hoping to get to 20 wins before we even get into our league play, into district play. We were at 20 wins last year, which was a huge milestone for our program to reach 20 wins. And so for us to go get 20 wins before district even starts is a great accomplishment for these guys. And we're just looking to keep that momentum rolling as we get into district.
Coach, what's next for the team?
Next, we have Bell City High School. Tomorrow they come in on Saturday at 2 o'clock. We have a varsity boys game only, again at 2 o'clock. Bell City, smaller school, but this is what they do. They love the game of basketball and they play it all year long. We played them once already and we were fortunate to get a win, a very close game. We were able to get a 2-point win against them. And we feel like we're playing much better basketball now, but they're very well coached and I know they're going to be prepared for us. And so it'll be a battle tomorrow at 2 o'clock against Bell City. But it's a game that we expect, if we go out and play well, that we should win and get to win number 20 on the season.
Now we meet our Scholar of the Week.
Okay, now I'd like to introduce you to our Scholar Athlete of the Week, Mr. Wes Navarre. Wes carries a 4.0 GPA coming into this school year and is still maintaining that here in his junior season. And just as one of our favorite guys as a teammate, as a coach, he's a guy who, he's going to be the last guy in the dressing room, making sure everything is clean. He's going to make sure nobody leaves anything behind. Just a great teammate. He does an excellent job of preparing our varsity guys for that next game every day. And one of the things that I love about Wes this year is he has really progressed his game too. He has gotten to the point where he has given some valuable minutes at the varsity level. He's starting to become a dominant player at the JV level. And so we're really excited about what the future holds for Wes. And like I said, it's just a model player for what we want in our program, Mr. Wes Navarre.
Wes, some weeks you spend 20 hours on basketball and travel. How are you juggling both sports and homework?
Well, school and basketball are very similar. They both require intense focus. So after basketball practice, I have to maintain that focus when I get home, stay and study with the books and with every other thing I do. And so when I get to school in the morning, I don't lose that focus. I go to class, I work hard, and then I use my fuel hours to study for other classes that I might not have time for at home. And so I make sure that I put in the hours and the work just like with basketball so I can maintain my high grades.
Thank you, Wes. Now let's find out who's going to be in the Teacher Spotlight. Wes's older brother, Cole Navarre, joins us to announce the Teacher Spotlight of the Week.
The Teacher Spotlight of the Week is Miss Bertrand, Miss Carly Bertrand. She's a great teacher. All the things she does for us in class, she makes sure we get our stuff done. She's never let a kid just fall behind. She's always there to help you and get you through what you need to do. She helps me keep my grades up. She even helps me keep my grades in other classes, such as my math class, my English class. She's always there. She's an amazing teacher, and you couldn't ask for more.
Thank you, Cole. That is all our time. Thanks for joining us. See y'all next time.